What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Anderson Kinsey here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to naturally increase your testosterone levels without the use of steroids. So before I get into too much into the video, all I ask in return for providing you this information is to leave a like on the video, and also gotta whip out the subscribe pillow. Subscribe if you are new around here. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So, are you suffering from a poor mood, little to no drive, low energy, and low sex drive as a man? The answer may be as simple as testosterone! I'm gonna list several things you can do right now to increase your testosterone levels. Now, before I get into these, what I'm gonna call categories, I'm actually going to be doing individual videos on these categories. For example, I've already done one on sleep and muscle mass. You guys can actually check that out in the description below. But I'll do one on eating, obviously exercising, just those kind of categories. The reason for this is I just don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. Anyways, so what are the things you can actually do right now to increase your testosterone levels? Now, the first one I'm going to start off with, and it is my most important thing in my opinion, is sleep. You're going to want to get high quality sleep. And no, that does not mean sleeping on your homie's couch at 2 in the morning and then waking up at like 7 a.m. when the freaking sun rises. Now, in my opinion, this is a really easy first action to take. Basically, quality sleep means doing everything you can to have a more restful sleep. So, I've already made a video on this. Again, you guys can check it in the description below. But right now I can say sleep really does affect your testosterone levels. And if you're getting poor sleep, your actually testosterone and muscle mass is going to be stunted. Now, in order to get a more quality sleep, I'm going to recommend you stay off your phone an hour before bed, and also dim the lights in your room around the same time, so this way your melatonin production starts earlier. So just a quick little thing here, blue light actually delays the melatonin process in your brain. So dimming the lights, going off your phone, even the blue light filter on your phone will work. Also, make sure your room is cool and dark. Also, actually working out, and specifically during the day, will actually lead to a more restful sleep, and you'll be able to fall asleep much easier. Also, you're going to want to avoid caffeine, and you're probably going to want to avoid this around 5 to 6 hours before bed. I'm not saying avoid caffeine completely, all right? Just 5 to 6 hours before bed, because I know late night coffee drinkers, you guys will definitely, or tea drinkers even, because it has caffeine in it, even though it's much less than coffee. Anyways, you'll be up all night and it will lead to a restless night. Now, as for sleep duration, I would actually recommend about 8 hours. You could probably get away with 7, but if you're physically active, I'd say 8 is a bare minimum. I think not enough sleep, again, I talked about this in the previous video, not good if you're physically active. And also, just keep in mind that not getting enough sleep will actually increase your cortisol levels, which will therefore reduce your testosterone. All right, next, we're talking about diet. Now, you want to eat a healthier diet, okay? This doesn't mean no junk food. This just means very minimal junk food, and I mean minimal. So basically, the foods you're really going to want to avoid are things like processed sugars and carbs. Good examples of processed sugars and carbs are things like breads, pastas, candy, all that crap. Also, you guys are going to want to start eating eggs more often. They actually contain vitamins and ingredients that elevate your testosterone levels, such as protein, vitamin D, cholesterol, healthy cholesterol by the way, and omega-3 fatty acids. Also, do your best to avoid trans fats too. Fats are actually good for your testosterone, like saturated fats, monosaturated fats, polysaturated fats, but trans fats are actually bad for your testosterone. So, and also all these foods that I'm talking about, the reason they're bad for your testosterone is due to the estrogen. It raises your estrogen, which actually lowers your testosterone. Now, speaking of estrogen, I don't know how many of you guys eat soy, but soy actually does decrease your testosterone by raising estrogen, so I would do your best to avoid that or keep it to a bare minimum. Again, everything is good in moderation, so just don't be eating soy every day. I would not recommend that. Also, another thing I gotta talk about, this is gonna be a big one, it's gonna be a shocker, and you guys are gonna hate this, but is alcohol, okay? Alcohol is not good for your testosterone. Again, speaking of estrogen, it raises the estrogen, lowers the testosterone. So my recommendation for drinking, again, everything is good in bare minimum. Saying that you're not ever gonna drink would be a lie. Everything's good in moderation. So I'd recommend, I would say anywhere from 2 to 4 times a month. That's if you want like high testosterone levels. Obviously, the more you do, the less testosterone you'll have. But if you are going to drink, I'm going to recommend sticking to hard liquor, because beer, oh my gosh, that is possibly the worst alcohol thing you can drink. The reason for that is just all the empty calories and all that, and you're just keeping all that empty calories on. Whereas, you know, hard liquor, it's just liquor. There's really not much calories to it. So you're not putting on extra weight while raising your estrogen, which is not good. Also, real quick, when we're on the topic of alcohol, I can't forget freaking weed. I love weed. Anyways, I'll make another video on that. But personally, I feel like weed does not really impact your testosterone too much. It does lower it, okay? That's, to be completely honest, it does lower it. But it is very minimal. And also, don't quote me on this, but I've heard after 24 hours, it kind of goes back to normal anyways. So honestly, it doesn't make too much of a difference. But anyways, I'll do a video on that in the future. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention just real quick, I think you can get away with smoking weed a lot more than you can with drinking alcohol. Okay, next is the most obvious category. It's exercise. You know, lifting weights, you know, increases testosterone, but literally any sort of physical activity will do you good for testosterone. Also, if just this is cardio wise, for those of you who are like cross country runners or just do long runs, marathons, that type of thing, intense cardio actually decreases your testosterone, or like especially like long runs. I was a cross country runner, soccer player, been there, done that. It does lower your testosterone. Okay, now this is going to be a big category for you guys, and this is actually to manage your stress. All right, this is easier said than done. I understand that, but you are going to want to do your best to manage your stress, because you know if you're not managing your stress, cortisol, the stress hormone, will be up, and unfortunately that means your testosterone is going to be lowered because of that. So good examples of this, can't speak for a second, is lifting weights for too long will actually increase your cortisol, and that'll kind of do you more harm than good for your testosterone. So I'd recommend keeping your lifting sessions to, I'd say, an hour to an hour and a half max. Hour and a half would be the max I would say. I usually go for like an hour. That's my sweet spot, I find. Like sometimes even 45 minutes, I'd say. Anyways, so just know that less sleep equals more stress also, so that'll raise your stress. Again, talking about sleep. Also, do things to release the stress in the body, like stretching. Also, I'm going to recommend trying to meditate. I'm going to link a previous video, I believe it's posted by now, on why you should try meditation. That'll actually help you release the mental stress. Okay, now we're going to talk about vitamins and supplements. So first of all, I just want to say this is not mandatory. You don't need to take vitamins or supplements, but they do really help, especially vitamins. So there are actually specific vitamins and herbs that help you with your testosterone levels. Off the top of my head, it's like vitamin D, zinc, and boron. Those are like the main three for your testosterone levels for vitamin wise. The point is if you're just not getting enough vitamin D through the sun naturally, I'd recommend taking a supplement. That'll help you a lot, including weightlifters. Also, for supplement wise, I'm actually planning on doing a whole video on this, like my favorite supplements for helping with your testosterone. But I'm gonna name you the best supplement that I actually personally take and been taking for, you guys don't care, but for several months, probably 4 to 5, is Tribulus terrestris. This is actually a really powerful one. Recommend it. Again, it's not a steroid, so you don't have to worry about it messing with your testosterone. I understand I talked a lot, so if you missed any of the information or you're kind of confused, missed out on some things, you can always go back and rewatch the video with a pen and paper. But I'm going to give you the Spark Notes version of it here, and I will leave out some detail, okay? So you want to get 8+ hours of quality sleep a night. You want to avoid estrogen-producing foods, specifically processed sugars and carbs like breads, pastas, candy, chocolate, that sort of thing, and alcohol. Can't forget alcohol. Also, you're going to want to lift weights or at least get some type of physical fitness in. You're going to want to manage your stress levels and also make sure you get enough zinc and vitamin D in your system. And also, if you please, take some herbs, or I should call them supplements, to increase your testosterone. Please let me know in the comments if I forgot any specific factor that plays a role in testosterone. Again, I do plan on doing videos in the future going into more detail into these, because I did kind of give you like a brief version of this because I didn't want this video to be too long. But so just look out for those, so make sure to subscribe to, keep an eye out for those future videos coming. Also, again, I covered a lot of information in this, So feel free to rewatch this several times, pen and paper, that sort of thing. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you found this helpful or informative, make sure to leave a like on the video. And again, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I'm working on improving the quality of my videos and all that sort of thing. I actually got some more lights. I have 3 of them around me right now. So hopefully it's a little better. Also, this is my first 1080p video, 30 FPS though, excuse me. So hopefully this is a little better. Hope you guys like this better. This is probably the best quality it's going to get. Unless I get a better camera. Anyways, I'm rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Oh, of course. I tried to do a B-roll with the Oreos and the dogs are all over me. God damn it. Get out of here. Peanut, what are you doing, Peanut? What are you doing?